Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a makeup tutorial on the look that I'm wearing right now, and this is a New Year's Eve, New Year's Day makeup inspired look. If you guys still don't know what makeup look to do, then I really hope this video inspires you guys, and if you guys liked it, then go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you guys haven't already. I do want to start off by saying Happy New Year. I really hope you guys have a wonderful time tonight, and I hope you guys are safe. I have a couple of New Year's resolutions, but I really want to hear your guys', so go ahead and leave me your comments down below. I have a couple of exciting things coming up, and I can't wait to share those with you guys. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next year. Bye! Start off with my eyes by using the Hard Candy Eye Primer, which will help our eyeshadows last all night. Next, I'll be taking the Carli Bybel palette, and I'll be taking the white matte shade right here. And I'm just going to be sweeping this on my crease so all the shadows apply evenly. And I am applying this with a 130 brush from BH Cosmetics, and it's just a flat brush. Then I'll be taking the Lorac Pro palette, and I'll be using the light brown shade right here. And I'll be applying this on my crease and sweeping it in windshield wiping motions. And I'll be applying this with a MAC 217 brush, which is one of my favorite brushes to use, especially for the crease. The reason why I started off with my eyes first is because I'm going to be working with black and glitter today, and I didn't want to get any fallout on my face while applying my foundation. As I'm applying it, I'll also be blending it out. Whatever I have left on the brush, I just go ahead and blend it up to my brow bone. Then I'll be taking this NYX Infinite Shadow Stick in the shade Blackout, which is just a black pencil. I am going to be applying this all over my eyelids just to give me a nice black base to lay everything. And this is definitely going to make that black eyeshadow pop and last longer. Going to look weird at first, but it's okay. It'll come together. You do not want to take this any higher than your crease, because then it'll be a little harder to blend out. I'll then be taking this flat brush, and this is from one of my Napoleon Paradise brushes, and I'll be dipping it in the black shade in the Lorac Pro palette, which is one of my favorite black shades to use. I'm going to be applying this all over my eyelids and slowly take it up to the crease. Then going back to the MAC 217 brush, I'll be taking a little bit of the light brown and start blending the crease out with the black. I won't be adding any black shadow just yet. I'm just going to try and build up with the light brown. This requires so much blending. Then taking the BH Cosmetics 132 brush from their second 10-piece set that they just recently came out with. It's just a really small definer brush. I'm going to be dipping it in the black very little bit and concentrating this right in the crease. And I'll be going back to the 217 brush from MAC and blending that out once again. Then taking a clean blending brush, this is a Morphe brush, and I don't know what it is because I got this a very long time ago. I'm going to go ahead and start blending out the edges just to make sure everything blends out smoothly. You can just take any clean blending brush and start blending away just so everything has a smooth transition. After applying the light brown, I feel like we kind of tend to lose a little bit of the black, so I'm just going to go ahead and run it with the black eyeshadow one more time and kind of keep it low, and whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to take it a little bit higher, and I'm going to go right on top of it again and just blend everything out, just because I don't want the black to eventually kind of become a light brownish black. I still want it to be a little bit intense. The black is really going to make that silver eyeliner pop. Then I'll be blending out the crease one more time. Now I'm going to start doing my eyeliner, and I don't have a glitter eyeliner, so I'm going to be using this eyeliner sealer from Cinema Secrets. I've been using this for years, and I swear by this stuff. And then this BH Cosmetics glitter that I picked up from the website maybe like last year on Black Friday, which is just a silver glitter. And I'll be doing my eyeliner with a Lab 2 Always On Point slanted eyeliner brush. Then I'm just going to dip it in the eyeliner sealer and then take some of the glitter, and I'm just going to go ahead and do a little test for you guys here. And as you guys can see, it applies as an eyeliner. You guys can really see that right there.
So I
completely forgot to do this step, and I'm just going to be taking a little bit of this NYX Infinite Shadow Stick, and it is a black color, and this Real Techniques tiny brush. I don't know what it's called because it doesn't say the name. And don't do the same thing I did. I totally forgot to do my eyeliner, just so when I do the wing, the silver stands out. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. I totally forgot to do this, and it wasn't standing out for some reason, and then I realized I didn't have the black wing right there. Since it is New Year's Eve, I decided to do a little dramatic wing. I'm just gonna go ahead and let it dry. If you guys don't like the edges, how it comes out, you can just go ahead and take some black eyeshadow with a tiny brush and just kind of go right on top of the line. It'll make it look a lot cleaner. Before applying false lashes, I'm just gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. Then I'll be applying a coat of the IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes mascara. For eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Creme lashes in the number 117, and to apply those, I'm using the Ardell Lash Grip, which is the one that I always use. If I don't use this one, I use the Duo one. Meanwhile, I wait for the lashes to dry. I'm going to use the Pacifica Natural Minerals Black eyeliner, and I'm going to be tie lining. I'm gonna go ahead and apply these as close to my lash line as possible. I know it's going to be a little bit difficult just because I have silver eyeliner, and then we kind of want to cover the lash band as well, but I'll show you guys what I'll do in a second. I am loving the pop of silver in the eyeliner. It looks really different. It looks really cool. I'm loving it. If you guys can tell that the eyelash band is still there, you can just go ahead and take some black eyeshadow. I'm going to be using a slanted brush and kind of just pat that lash band, but try to avoid patting on where the silver glitter is at. This should help make everything blend good. Now that the eyes are complete, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my face. Getting rid of glitter is really hard, so what I like to do is just take a piece of tape, and anywhere where there's fallout, I go ahead and just do this, and it comes right off. To start off, I'm going to be using this Avion's Flawless Effects Skincare. I hope I pronounced that right, but I really like this, and this is a primer plus a pore refiner. I just really like the way it leaves my skin, and it smells really good too. Even though I have really dry skin, I still like to use stuff to hide my pores, just to make my face look as flawless as possible, especially if you're going to be taking a lot of pictures during the night. I definitely recommend a primer or a pore filler. Then taking my favorite foundation right now, the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation. This is a 24-hour wear, so this is perfect, especially for an event like tonight. And I'm going to be buffing this in with the Real Techniques buffing brush. This is in the shade Medium 54. I usually like to just dot it on random spots on my face. I'm only going to be using one pump for tonight. It's like 1 in the morning. I believe this foundation is still good if you have oily skin. Even though I have dry skin and it works amazing on my skin, it doesn't dry it out too much. As you guys can see, with one pump, it covered basically everything. Go ahead and drag it onto my neck. After I am done applying foundation, I like to go in with my brows, and today I'm going to be using the Maybelline Brow Satin, which is my go-to for my brows. This stuff is amazing. And to just blend everything out, I go ahead and grab the spoolie and run it through my brows. Now that I've built in my brows, I'm going to apply shadow on my brow bone, and I'm taking the shadow buff in the Lorac Pro palette. I'm going to be using this domed eyeshadow brush, and it is from the brand Ultimate Posh. Don't know where I got this from. I'm pretty sure my mom gave it to me. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer, and this is in the shade Light 18. I like to use this to conceal my under eye circles and also to highlight. I like to apply with my fingers because the warmth of it really helps it blend into my skin better. I'm going to be taking very little bit right here on my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and also on my chin. And to set the highlighted areas, I'm going to take my Kat Von D Shade and Light Palette, and I'm going to be taking the shade Lyric right here in the middle, and I'm also going to be mixing it with this one. I'll be going back to the eyes, and I'll be using the Lorac Pro 2 palette and taking the black shade that we used all over our eyelids. And with a slanted brush, I'm going to be working the product underneath my lash line. I'm going to be taking the Pacifica eyeliner and applying this on my waterline. Then taking the light brown shade and this Real Techniques brush, I'm going to be blending out that bottom lash line so I don't have a harsh black line. Taking the eyeliner sealer and the glitter, I'm going to go ahead and be mixing very little bit just so I can apply a little bit right here in the center of my eyes just to make that area pop. Taking a little bit of snow, I'm going to be applying this to the inner corners of my eyes. And to complete the eyes, I'm going to be taking the It Cosmetics mascara and applying some to my bottom lashes. Contour, I'll be using the Kat Von D palette. I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics 128 brush to really sculpt out my cheekbones. And I'm going to be taking this contour shade, and this is in the shade Shadow Play. And I'll also be taking this on my jawline. Then I'll be taking the shade Subconscious, which is right here. And it is an ashier tone. And I'll be using the BH Cosmetics 127 brush, which is a slanted brush. And I like to use this to really sculpt out my cheekbones right here. Recently, I've also been using this brush to contour my nose. I don't know, I kind of like using this brush to contour my nose better. Then going back to the brush that we used to set the concealer, I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out because I don't want any harsh lines. Still want it to look very natural. For blush, I'll be taking the 10 color palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'll be using this mauvey pinky shade, and it's more like of a dark pink, and I really like this color. I feel like it goes with everything. And I'm going to be applying this with the Napoleon Paradis blush brush. And to highlight, I'm going to be using the Carli Bybel palette, and I'll be taking this shade right here. I'll just be taking any blending brush that I have, and I'll start applying it right here on the tops of my cheekbones. Since it is New Year's, I kind of want to be glowing like a disco ball. Then I like to take a little bit of my finger and put it on the tip of my nose. And for the lips, I'm going to be taking Colourpop's liquid lipstick in the shade Beeper.